All right, what's going on, my friends? I'm assuming people. And my dog's barking. If you can hear me and you're watching, which it looks like one person is right now, shoot me a comment.
Nope.
I just want to make sure the audio is working. All right, anyway, going to give it a couple minutes. I want to give people 2-3 minutes to jump in here. Anybody who might need some help. And if you're in here, sit tight. We're only about a minute into going live, so we'll give everybody another minute or two. Hey, Emily Mackerel. Can you hear me okay? Let's see. Awesome. All right, cool. Well, right now, Emily, it's me and you. So let's give it a minute. In the meantime, while you're waiting, if you have any questions for me, feel free to type them in, and I'll make sure we talk about them. I just want to give everybody a minute or two. Looks like we got some people jumping in. Welcome. Just drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. You can hear me okay. You can see me okay. Let me know that you are okay. Let me know how your family is, how your relatives are. Yes, that's okay. You can always hand in your work early. That's not a problem. What, Emily Mackerel, what genocide did you do? Nice. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm glad you kind of picked one that was off the beaten path, so to say. That's why I wanted to make sure I gave you guys a list of some other ones that you could do. So I'm glad you went there. All right. This doesn't show me who else is in here, but it's showing that there's 2 people in here. So we'll see who the other one is and if anybody else joins us. But either way, once we're done, it's Dom. What's up, Dom? Good to see you, buddy. How are you? Is everything well? You healthy? I wish more people would join us. I had a bet with my wife what would be the over-under of how many people would actually join in the live video. And I said 5. So I'm losing. All right, so let me get started because once this video is over, it's going to post for everybody to view anyway, so I don't want too much downtime. First off, I do hope you guys are well. I hope you're getting your schoolwork done. Doesn't seem like anyone's having any issues with the virtual learning at this point because we've been doing it for 2 weeks. So I thoroughly enjoyed everybody's videos, got a live look into everybody's bedrooms. And if there's one thing I learned, it's that I got to get some of those cool lights to go around my room that everybody's got. That seems to be the big thing. So we are safe. My family's safe. I haven't left the house in like 5 days. So I'm actually making a run to Costco after this. And I'm curious to see what life is like at this point. So, but yeah, everybody's good. My parents down in North Carolina are good. We actually had a little little get together with my sister and her husband and 2 kids yesterday for dinner. So that was nice to see some faces other than, my own personal family, nuclear family. What's up, Anthony? Glad to see we got some people jumping in now. So you guys probably heard they extended the closing of schools until April 17th. The latest news coming out is that it looks like everything's going to be shut down through April. So I don't really see us going back for the month of April. So this is going to take us, this week wraps up the end of the 3rd marking period. Then we go into spring break. And then when we come back, we'll start the 4th marking period. And that'll be the civil rights movement. So I'll give you more information on that when we get to it. But in the meantime, obviously this week, I want you guys to focus on your projects. I know, Dom, it is pretty crazy. I can't get over it, to be honest with you. It's weird. Like I was telling my wife that, with Hurricane Sandy or even 9/11, there was something physical that happened, something you could actually see on television, something, you could see during Hurricane Sandy, the houses that were destroyed and the neighbors that were ruined and where there was no electricity and things like that. And this is just crazy because you can't see it. It's like everyone has power. Everybody has electricity. Everybody has all the essentials. We just all have to stay within our house and not interact too much with each other. So that's what kind of makes this crazy for me. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real at all. And like I said, I haven't been out of the house in about a week. So going to Costco, I'm curious to see like how many people are wearing masks, how many people are wearing gloves, what the protocols are going to be. I know they want everyone to stay 6 feet apart. Do I wear a mask? I don't know. Do I wear gloves? I don't know. We'll see. I'll be sure to fill you guys in once we get that far. So, but yeah, I want you to spend this week working on your quarterly projects. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't go too crazy thinking about it. Obviously, we covered the Holocaust in class, so I want you to kind of compare and contrast the Holocaust to another genocide that's either happened in history or still ongoing. I think the list that I gave you are all past genocide. So if there's another one on there that you want to do that's not listed, just let me know. It's not a problem. And you guys can choose the presentation type. Anything but Google Slides. That's right. No Google Slides. All right. Be creative. Use something on Canva. Use something on Lucid Press. Something that's going to be creative and present the information in a manner that it needs to be presented. So that project sheet has everything on it. You guys can work at your own pace. All you need to do is make sure you check in with me on the B days. So check in with me. Most of you guys did it today already. Check in with me on Wednesday and then check in with me again Friday. And then make sure that project gets turned in by 11:59 p.m. Friday night. Other than that, that's going to wrap up the 3rd marking period for us. We are going to have a test or a quiz on chapter 27 on Friday. I don't want to call it a test. It'll be more like a quiz. It'll look a lot like the chapter 26 quiz that we took. So there won't be any test involved. So we'll get that done. And then you guys can relax over spring break. Hopefully the weather will be nice and you can actually get outside and get some fresh air, do some yard work, get out of your room, get some sunshine. Because from some of those videos, some of you guys look like you haven't left your bedrooms in about 2 weeks. You look like The Walking Dead, some of you. Yeah, I'm sure you are going to start your project Friday morning, Dom. Whatever you got to do, man, just get it done. Some people work good under pressure. Others don't. Me, I would have started it. I'm probably like Emily. I would have started it and probably finished it already just to get it done and get it out of the way. As long as I have it by 11:59 p.m. Friday night, you're all good. Attendance is not being taken anymore. As long as you are turning in work and doing your assignments, they're considering that your attendance. So I'm still going to do the little check-in comments on Classroom just to make sure you guys are reading the directions, what's being asked of you. And I know that you've at least been to Google Classroom for the day. So make sure you do that because that'll be your academic responsibility grade for the day for every class that we have. So you'll see those go in Power School. Yeah, other than that, I don't have too much. Still looks like we're only at 4 people. I still don't know who the 4th person is because it looks like it's Anthony, Dom, and Emily Mackerel. But while I have you guys here, something you can expect. So now that this looks like this is going to go on for longer than we expected, the next unit we cover, topic 16, which is the civil rights movement. It will be in the form of a long-term project with some teaching and some material and some assignments in between. But for the most part, everything is going to be geared towards the project. You'll be working in groups. Each group will have a team captain. And I literally just sat down and started working on that today. So it'll be a fun little project. Now that we're online and we're interactive, obviously you guys are going to be able to collaborate with each other and work on the project. I've got every component of the project laid out and spelled out, and I'll be meeting with the groups individually as we continue on. So you got nothing to worry about there, but just know that we're going to shift from more of away from a more daily assignment, daily check-in type classroom, virtual classroom, to a more long-term project-based philosophy or mentality. So did I hear that Italy reached over 10,000 deaths? I don't think I heard that yet. But I think what's even crazier is when you look at the amount of deaths that are in the United States right now. Trump came out, I think yesterday, and said that if we keep the deaths under 100,000 or between 100,000 and 200,000 deaths, we will have done a good job. And I think that last count, we were at like 2,700 deaths. So when you think about that and how many more deaths we have until we actually get through this thing, it's a little crazy. What's also crazy is they're trying to figure out whether or not this is going to have a second cycle in November, kind of like the flu season. So is this something we're going to have to deal with again if we do come back to school, when we come back to school, whenever that may be? So I definitely think there's a lot more to come. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it sounds like they're going to pretty much stay under quarantine, strict restrictions, and social distancing through the month of April, which means obviously you're not going back to school if you have to stay 6 feet apart from everybody. And they're prepared to do it for another month for May. So it's crazy. I don't know about you guys, but my workload as a teacher working from home virtually is a lot harder than being in the classroom. So at this point, I'd much rather be in the classroom, have some face-to-face conversation, be able to, actually do some of the things we're doing on classroom, in a classroom. And then to add to all that, obviously I have my 8-year-old son home. He's doing his second grade work from Bayview. I have my 3-year-old daughter home, who drives everybody crazy. She actually got into my wife's makeup the other night, Saturday night, and decided to ruin $150 worth of makeup and draw all over her room, all over her face, and all over the carpet. So we dealt with that. That was fun. And my wife's home and working from home. So I have been relegated to the dining room table and the Chromebook while she works on the big computer. So I'm like you guys. I'm sitting there getting my hours in, getting my work done. I got my I'll give you guys, there you go. Keep track of everybody's work, what everybody's doing. I'm keeping track of what we're doing on a daily basis. So I got my little list here. I've got your next homework packet that I have to scan and get to you guys. So life goes on, The one thing I do want to stress is if you are having any problems whatsoever, whether it be meeting deadlines, meeting due dates, getting work done, needing extra help, make sure you reach out to me. All right. Don't go crazy and, try to get something done and only get half of it done, or, try to reach out to somebody else and copy their work, whatever you guys are trying to do to get the work done. Just shoot me an email, shoot me a comment on Classroom, say, hey, I got a ton of work coming up. I don't think I'm going to get the homework packet done in time. I don't think I'm going to get, whatever it is. Just make sure you communicate that with me, because there's a lot of flexibility now with the grading and, the fact that they don't really want us marking anybody late for work or taking points off for late work. So for the most part, I'll take everything for full credit. You just got to make sure you communicate with me that you're doing it and that it's late, and you can tell me what day and time it's going to be turned in. So I want to make sure everybody gets the credit that they need to get And I certainly want to make sure I mark everybody as, being present in class so that it doesn't affect your attendance or anything. Even though they're not taking attendance, I want to make sure that they're not looking at the grade book and saying, oh, this person's not getting their work done. They must not be checking in. If you communicate with me, then that's considered checking in. So make sure you guys do that. I kind of like this format, so I may just, on a weekly basis, I might just set aside an hour for people to jump in and check in and, see how everybody's doing, see if anybody needs extra help. We can call them like virtual office hours or something. But this seems to be a good way to go about doing it so that you guys can see my face. I can hear from you if you guys want to throw comments at me. And then when we come back from spring break, I'll be probably meeting with each group virtually to check in on projects and see how everybody's doing. So that's about it, man. It's 1:47, which means school's over in 13 minutes for me because I was up early. Don't sleep in too much. I know a lot of you guys said that you weren't going to bed till like 3, 4, 5, even 6 o'clock in the morning. You guys are crazy. Go to bed, get some sleep, stay healthy. The later you go to sleep, the less sleep you get, the lower your immune system is. So just from a physical component, make sure you guys get some sleep. But from a mental component, get up at a decent hour, get your work going. Nobody wants to be doing work till 10, 11 o'clock at night. Dom goes to bed at 2. That's not even that bad, Dom, compared to everybody else I talk to. What else we got? And you wake up at 10. That's 8 hours of sleep. That's not terrible. You're still getting your 8. But yeah, all work's due at 11:59 p.m. So if you want to wake up at 1 p.m. and get your work done throughout the afternoon, you're, more than allowed to do that. What's up there, Max? Nice to see you, buddy. So get some sleep. Make sure you guys stay healthy. Most importantly, stay safe. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to school. So if there's something going on that you can't get your work done, just let us know. Let me know. Let your other teachers know. And we'll get you through it. But the marking period ends Friday, April 3rd at 11:59 p.m. So your projects have to be in for the most part. I mean, if there's extenuating circumstances, you can let me know. But get those projects in, wrap up the third marking period, and then, we can kind of try to do our best with our spring break and whatever that even means. I don't even know if we can go outside, if parks will be open by then. But at least we don't have to worry about schoolwork. All right. What else? I don't know. I feel like I should offer you guys extra credit for jumping in here and live chatting with me. Yeah, there you go, Darren. You read my mind. Maybe I'll throw you an extra point or two. All right. In the meantime, like I said, stay safe, get out there, get some fresh air. That's important. Obviously you can't be around too many people, but you can go outside, get some fresh air, go for a bike ride, go for a walk, go for a jog, get away from the video games, get away from the Netflix, get away from the computer, get away from the television, open up your blinds, get some sunshine, all that good stuff. And when I get more information, I'll let you guys know. But for the most part, we get our information about 30 minutes before you get yours. So like I said, the latest is that from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., block 1's from 8 to 9, block 2's from 9 to 10, block 5 is from 12 to 1, and block 6 is from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So technically, if we chat, if we do some extra work, if we do office hours, it'll be during our designated class time, which is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. But that doesn't really matter. As long as we get it done during the school day, we're okay. So, and no more attendance. You just got to make sure you're doing your work. If you're not doing your work, then they may consider you not present or academically present in class. So make sure you guys are getting that done. All right. With that said, I'm coming up to the 20-minute mark. So I think I've said enough. Thank you to you guys for jumping in. I'll throw you some extra credit. Hopefully some more people jump in at the next video. I'll let you know when that's going to be. But get your work done. If you need anything, email me, ritterram@middletownk12.org. Leave me a comment on Google Classroom. And I'll get you through it. All right, guys, be well, be safe, and I will check in with you soon.